Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Oscar, and together we are the Ginfluencers UK.
The gin we're trying today is Little Bird Gin.
It's bottled and distilled in the leafy streets of South London.
Or South London. It contains 10 botanicals that include juniper, pink grapefruit, sweet orange peel and ginger. Can't find any more. So
Four of them.
Go. Yeah.
It has an ABV of 41.6%, which is very precise, and comes in a 70 centilitre bottle for around £30. The bottle image was inspired by the artist Alberto Vargas in the 1940s, who began painting pin-up girls known as Vargas girls. Pin-ups were used as a form of aircraft graffiti, and these colourful paintings were draped over the nose and sides of aeroplanes. Often referred to as nose art, they were painted to inspire and motivate, whilst also bringing good luck.
Miss Ginger here was illustrated for the same reason, to bring her unique nostalgic style to Little Bird Gin.
Oh.
Today we're going to be having a G&T. They recommend a large measure of Little Bird with Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic and a grapefruit wheel. A grapefruit wheel won't fit into our glasses, so we've got half a wheel. So there you go.
Pink grapefruit.
Yeah, and pink grapefruit, yeah. So what we're doing, we're trying it neat first. Let's open this bad boy. So there is a little tab here. So normally, you know...
Do I need a knife?
No, look.
Look at that.
Look at that. Well done, Little Bird. You know I'm useless. There you go. Oh, it sounds like a haunted house. I love that creaking though. Maybe we should have done this at Halloween.
It's a big glove.
I am loving the art on the front though. As a tattoo lover, I am really, really loving that. Right, here we go. First sniff, first ever sniff of this gin.
That's actually really smooth.
It's really junipery. It's what you want in gin.
It's not as juniper-y as I think it is, as you think it is. I think it's quite subtle.
It is subtle, but it's on the nose. It is smooth.
It's really smooth. And it's more spicy. It's citrusy, but the aftertaste is quite spicy. It's quite tingly.
Another tingly one.
That's
the thing. I get a tingle. I get a kind of hit of alcohol, tingle, little spike of juniper. Then it just kind of really mellows out.
There's a taste in there that goes really flat at one point, which I actually think complements it really well. You're getting loads of taste sensations, then all of a sudden there's just a little bit where there's no taste at all.
Like a balancing taste, like an earthy or woody taste.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's a strange one. Well, let's see what it's like in a tonic. So, cheers. Cheers,
Cheers.
Oscar. Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's quite zesty.
It's really light on the juniper.
Yeah, very light on the juniper.
Yeah.
It's quite smooth. It's sweet. There's a sweetness there. It's not overly poweringly sweet. There's a sweetness there.
Do you know what? It's not a bad drink at all. Because the juniper, it's quite light on the juniper. For people that are not into those kind of juniper flavours and heavy juniper flavours, maybe this is gin for them.
I think it's really, the juniper is way back there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really,
I mean, the
really
thing
subtle.
Yes, it's light on the juniper, but it's not. It's a nice gin.
It's pleasant.
I should have that T-shirt on.
You should have. It's a nice gin.
Yeah. It's a pleasant drink.
It is.
It's not offensive.
It's pleasant. Yeah, totally non-offensive. It's citrusy. It's slightly zesty. It's getting dry. It's not overly powerfully dry.
I think maybe if we'd have put it with a regular tonic, it might be drier because the kind of extra quinine kind of gives it that bump. Because obviously we put it with quite a sweet tonic, being Mediterranean.
Mediterranean, yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one because it's. You wouldn't have a problem drinking this at all. I definitely wouldn't.
Do you know what? It seems to. Right, we bought this in Maltby Street Market on one of our walks on one of our tours. We like that market and stuff. And really intrigued by it because we'd seen it around and stuff. Really intrigued by the imagery. And it kind of reminds me of being in Maltby Street Market when you're in that kind of summer chilled environment and stuff. It's a summer drink.
It doesn't taste, the alcohol isn't overpowering.
Yeah.
It's like you're having not a cordial, but you're having a nice, refreshing
daytime drink.
Yeah, it's a real refreshing.
It's a daytime drink. You won't think that you're drinking
41.6%.
Yeah, and no, it's 40.6%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 40.6%. But yeah, you won't feel that you're tasting. You're getting a like really strong, overpowering kind of gin. So yeah, it's more of a get a gin in the sun, relaxing, feet up. Yeah, I like it.
It's enjoyable. It's totally non-offensive. It's citrusy. It's exactly what a gin should be.
There's no chemical aftertaste. There's
nothing jumping out.
Yeah, this is the thing.
There's no excitement. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. There's no excitement.
It's a really pleasant drink. There's just no big wow factors in there for me. But then, are we asking too much when we always want the wow factors?
No.
Because, you know,
I agree. It's just I like to taste a lot more juniper.
Yeah.
Right. Some people do. Some people don't. I like to taste more juniper.
But this is juniper light. This is more. It's nice and more balanced.
It's more of an entry end gin.
Yeah.
Is the way I look at it.
Yeah. No. I just think this to me this is kind of gin light where you'd have it where you don't want to have the kind of evening gin and tonic. This is more summer.
You could have this with lunch.
Yes.
And not feel
yes
like you'd had a real drink.
Do you know what?
That sounds really bad. Don't take it the wrong way. Like you could quite happily go back to work and
I don't think you should be drinking when you're at work though.
Only if you're operating machinery.
Yeah. Or if you're in lockdown, when they've been in lockdown, yeah, you can bet there's lots of people drinking at home then in their teacups. No, do you know what? I think that it's a really interesting gin and I think right, let's score it.
Yeah, let's score this.
Let's not even
it's
waffle on.
God, this is...
Okay, right, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right, go.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
Right, and I scored it an 8 because it's easily drunk. It's one of those ones that I'm quite happy. If this was in a bar in the summer and I've walked in, I'm like, right, okay, it's really, really hot. I just want to cool down. I want something refreshing. I'm going to go for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could drink this
totally
all night.
agree. I was going to do a 7,
Yeah.
but then it is actually a pleasurable drink. Okay, I would rather it was in a longer glass, more ice, so it was a lot longer. Right, this is too small for me.
I'd probably mix around the kind of garnishes as well, like a bit of mint.
Yeah, put some other stuff in there.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad gin. I mean, it's an 8, which is actually a pretty good score. Yeah. I would have liked a little bit more juniper. That's probably why I scored it down a little bit. And then it came back from a 7.
I mean, anything that scores over a 5 is a good gin.
There you go. It's above average.
There you go. Yeah, above average. Right. So do your bits.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.
Cheers.